Assalamu alaikum students, your instructor Abdul Rafi here. Continuing on the topical past papers playlist of permutations and combinations 9709 A level mathematics paper 5 statistics 1. We are discussing all the word questions, okay, that can come, and today's word is caterpillar, okay. The paper in front of you, as you can see, is February March 2021 paper 5 variant 2, and all of these questions are linked with each other. You're just finding out which concepts you have to apply, which methods. So that's I'm going to explain, students. So first thing is, always we write down the word, so it will be CATERPILL and double R, okay. So we got caterpillar. These are basically 11 letters, students, okay, in the word caterpillar, where we have repetition of two A's, we have repetition of two L's, and we have repetition of two R's, okay. Repetition of two A's, repetition of two R's, and repetition of two L's. So the first question, as we have said, it's for the introductory students, those who can get very easy simple marks. And after watching 5-6 lectures, students, you should be able to easily get part A, okay. So find the total number of different arrangements, which means a permutation combinations of the 11 letters in the word caterpillar. So here we go. It's going to be 11 letters we have, so we're going to say that there will be 11 factorial for the 11 letters, because the reason we know that this is no restrictions, okay. This part A is usually called no restrictions. There are no restrictions. You just have to find the possible arrangements that are possible of the word caterpillar, where we have two repetitive A's, two repetitive R's, and two repetitive L's. So that's why you're going to say it will be, sir, 11 factorial divided by 2 factorial for the two A's repetition, 2 factorial for the two R's, and 2 factorial for the two L's. So that is going to give you the final answer, and that will be your answer for 2 marks, okay, students, because there is no restriction. So you will have to use this one, okay. So here we go. The answer is coming, a huge answer, 4989600, okay. So it will be, this is the answer. These are the ways possible in which you can have a total number of different arrangements of the 11 letters of the word caterpillar without any restrictions. So this is very easy, simple, and you should be able to get full marks for the students without making any mistakes, okay. So part 1 is done. 4989600 is the answer coming, 4989600. Moving forward, we have a 4-mark question next on part B. All of the playlist talks about, we have discussed other questions as well. We'll discuss tomorrow, the word of tomorrow, crocodile, as well as a lot of words we have discussed in previous videos, and we are going to discuss more as well. So make sure everyone getting it how to solve these questions, okay. Part B, find the total number of different arrangements, again, of the 11 letters in the word caterpillar, in which there is an R at the beginning and an R at the end, and the two A's are not together. So we have previous questions, we have discussed a similar type of question in which we don't have to have not together thing, okay. So let's work it out. So there are 2 ways of solving this question, students. Let's first discuss the method number way, that is the direct method. Always I tell you, some questions should be done directly as well, and some questions should be done indirectly as well. So method 1 is direct, which I'm going to explain to students. So what is our restriction? Now these are called restrictions. There should be an R at the beginning and an R at the end. So you should follow first that, sir, there will be an R in the beginning, so follow in the red color, and these words stays the same, okay. So let me make a number here that these words remain same. So you are saying that R should be at the beginning, okay, and an R should be, let's do it here, so R should be at the end, okay. So there's an R at the beginning and an R at the end. So let's place it here so that everyone can explain. R in the beginning and R at the end, which means that there is no repetition problem now, and you have fixed the place, okay. So let's write it down as well. This place is fixed because the word will also start with R and the word will also end with R. So these places are fixed. So 2 letters are done. Now we have to deal with the remaining 11 letters, or 9 letters, okay, students. Out of the 11 letters, these two letters, students need to understand that these two letters that are R, these are done, okay, because they are coming at the beginning and an R at the end. So this is fixed, okay, and there is no other possible options there for them. So this is fixed, and now we are left with the 9 letters remaining. And the other restriction that we have to focus, students, is basically the two A's are not together, okay. So now the direct method says that we only have two A's, right, students? I'm just highlighting as well for the students to understand that we only have two A's, and both of these two A's should not be together. So follow carefully when you have to do this type of thinking, this type of question, that when the two A's are not together, something can't be together, you start with the spaces question, okay. You will start with spaces and you're going to say, let's write C there, okay. You will go for everything except for A, okay. So you'll place C there, then you will put again dash bracket, and you will go for T now, okay, because they cannot be having A, both A together, okay. So C, T, and then E, okay. You'll write all of the remaining letters that are left, okay, E, and then you're going to write E after P, okay, and then I, and then L, and then another L, and then this bracket, okay. So hope everyone is getting it, students are getting this. Let me just write it down again for the space issue. So that's how, okay. So you will write down all the remaining letters, okay, apart from the A's, and apart from the R's, you are going to write down all the letters, students. Why you are not writing R? I'm going to explain again. We are not writing R because R's will be at the beginning and at the end. Why we are not writing A's, sir? Because A's can't be, the two A's should not be together, okay. So that is why I'm explaining this again, students. You have to leave spaces in between C, T, E, okay, P, I, and then L, and then L, okay. So this is how it is going to happen. Without the A's you are going to write, which means, follow very carefully, these all of them, this one, C, T, E, P, I, L, and L can change their places in all of the possible ways. They can change their places, and that is why they will be called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will call them as 7 factorial. Let's do it here. We are going to call them as 7 factorial for these words, that is C, T, E, P, I, L, L, because they can change their place. For example, this is done by me. My student can start with L here, E here, T here, C here, P here, I here, and another L here, okay. And another student can do another way. A lot of ways are possible, but this is how they are going to be. 7 factorial for them. Hope students are getting this, okay. 7 factorial for them. And then students need to understand that it is going to be very important. Follow very carefully now where the A's can be placed. That is, I'm going to explain now. So for the A's, we can say that A can come here, A can come here, A can come here as well, A can come here as well, A can come here as well, A can come here as well. These are all the possible options for the A, okay, students. These are all the possible options that A can take place because of the restriction that A's are not together. The A's will not be together. So that is why if you count them, 1, let me just do the color now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be, out of the 8 options, you can choose any 2 options for the 2 A's, okay. So let's say you can put the A here and you can put the A here, okay. So out of the 8 options, you can choose any 2 places to put the A there. So 8C2, and the other thing will be that they can change their places. You can call them with names A1, A2. They can change their places as well. So 2 factorial for them, okay, students. So 2 factorial for them because they can change. Let's say you can say A2 here and A1 here. So they can change their places, and that is why the 2 factorial for them. And then you are going to divide this as well, students. For why? For the 2 factorial for the 2 L's, because L are mentioning here, so there will be a repetition factor because the 2 L's we are mentioning. So 2 factorial for the 2 L's and the 2 factorial for the 2 A's, okay, because we are mentioning them as well, okay. 2 factorial for the 2 A's. So that is very important, students, after which we are going to cancel this 2 factorial will be cancelled out for 2 factorial. Understand, I'll repeat the point. The denominator in which we have 2 factorial and 2 factorial is because this 2 factorial is for the two L's, okay, and this 2 factorial are for the two A's. Sir, why are we not putting it for R? Because R, I have fixed the position and there is no need for doing that, okay. If you want to go for R1, R2, you will simply find that it will cancel as well. So there is no need to put for the R, and the main reason is that we are fixing their place. That's first R, you choose 1 R from there and you chose 1 R, remaining 1 R there, and divide by 2 factorial. So again, same thing cancels out, okay. So that is why we're not showing. So eventually our answer is 7 factorial into 8C2 divided by the 2 factorial, okay students. So that's how you are going to get the answer for this one. This is method number 1, that is 7 factorial into 8C2 divided by 2. So I'm getting it as 70,560. Make sure to use calculator as well, students. So here we go, 70,560 ways is the answer for this question, okay students, part B. Very important to understand. That's how you do it directly, okay. The other method is the indirect one, okay. Any questions can be asked in the comment section. So let's talk about method number 2 as well now. Method number 2 says that the same thing, that you are going to go the opposite way. You are going to find out arrangements. You are going to find out that this was direct method, that you just go with the R at the beginning, R at the end, and whatever the requirement is that the two A's are not together, that is called the direct method. The indirect method will be that you find out arrangements with R's at the end, whatever, this remains focus, okay, this remains the constant, arrangements with R at end, and you subtract the arrangements with R and the arrangements, you subtract the arrangements with R and the A's together, okay, A's together, okay. So you find out the opposite way in this, okay. The A's will be together in this case, so that will be subtracting, okay. So again, the simple thing will be that, sir, arrangements with R at the end will be simple, that this is R1 here and the end of it will be R, okay. So 2 letters fixed, okay, no need to do for them. And then all the letters, okay, all the letters, there is no restriction now, so all the letters will be coming there, okay. So let's start writing all of the letters there, okay. So C and C, then A, okay. Hope students are getting it. C, A, T, E, P, I, okay, and L, and L, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, one letter is missing, P, I, L, L, and T, E, C, and sorry, one A is missing, okay. So L, A, and then let's write down one L, okay. So these are the letters that will be coming, okay. Only restriction is that we are putting the R at the front and at the end, okay, at the start and the end, and there is no other restriction. So you find out arrangements with the R's at the end, okay, and whatever coming in between, no problem. So this will be how much factorial for them, students? Again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So it will be, sir, 9 factorial for them, and 9 factorial for them, and divided by 2 factorial for the two A's and 2 factorial for the two L's, because R is already placed in line. If you want to do it for R as well, so it will be 2 factorial for the two R's, okay, and divided by 2 factorial, it will cancel out eventually, okay. That's why it will be 9 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 2 factorial. Let's see what we are getting the answer for this. So it is going to be, students, the answer for this will be, here we go, it is coming as 90,720 ways, okay. Hope students are getting. The only restriction is that R's at the beginning and the end, and rest all of the letters can arrange themselves in 9 factorial ways, and this 2 factorial are for basically the two A's and the two L's. So hope students get this part. Now you're going to find arrangements with the R's and A's together. So you're going to say that, sir, you start off again with R and you start off again with end with R, okay, and then you are going to make them together, okay. So it will be A and A together, sir. So here we go, the two A's are together, and then remaining all of them will be coming in other boxes, okay. All of the different boxes will be coming. So here we go, box for C, then T, then E, then P, then I, then L, and then L. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, all the words are completed, okay students. So now how many boxes? You can count the boxes. Now it will be 8 factorial, because A's are going to be together, and this is the opposite of what we have to find. We need to find the two A's are not together, but we are finding the opposite of them. That's why I will prefer the direct method, because direct method is easy and not complicated in this question, but in some cases you have to go better to indirect method as well, students, okay. So 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we go, sir. It will be 8 factorial for the 8 boxes, okay, into the 2 factorial for the 2 A's, because A's can change their place. If you say them A1, A2, they can change their place, okay. And again divided by 2 factorial for the 2 L's and 2 factorial for the 2 A's. So eventually you are left with 8 factorial divided by the 2 factorial. Whatever the answer is coming from this, you subtract it, you are going to get exactly the same answer, students. I have already explained you the reason why we are not doing anything for R, because R we have fixed it. So here we go, 90,720 minus 20,160 ways. Let's hope that this comes the same. And here we go, students, it is coming the same, that is 70,560 ways, okay. Any questions, I'm available to help answer, okay, students. Here we go, this is the answer, 70,560 ways, sir, is coming my answer for the caterpillar question part B, okay. Hope everyone gets this, the first, second part. Again, in recent papers they are asking huge 10 to 12 marks question, which mean 50 marks paper, and if you are getting 10 out of 50 marks on this topic is almost 20% of the paper, okay, students. Hope everyone gets this. Permutations and combinations are 20% of the paper. So last part for caterpillar question, again I will always say that you write down here, so CAAT, okay, ERR cater, PILL, and that's how you go, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now what's the requirement? Now you have a combination question. Find the total number of different selections of the 6 letters from the 11 letters. So you have to choose 6 letters only from the 11 letters. The good thing is that you only have to do combination here, you don't have to find probability, that becomes quite complicated. So we have to choose 6 letters from the 11 letters of the word, students, for 4 marks. Caterpillar, that contain this, the restrictions coming in, the requirements coming in, that contain both R's, at least one A and at least one L. So let's write it down, that you need at least you need both R's, so 2 R's are going to come definitely, then 1 A is going to come at least, and 1 L is going to come at least, okay. This is in a nutshell how part A and B looks like, students. Part C, 2 R's, 1 L, 1 A and 1 L is required definitely. So let's start working on this, okay. So it will be the first one, you are going to take as it is. First requirement, I'm taking it as it is, that is 2 R's, 1 A and 1 L is the requirement. Minimum you need this. So 2 R's, 1 A and 1 L, which means we have chosen this, okay. So 4 letters you have already selected, okay. So you can write down like this, R, you have selected these, all of them. So you can say that you already have to choose always the 2 R's, okay, and 1 A and 1 L you have selected already. So what is left is basically, always remember, C will be left, T will be left, E will be left, P will be left, and I will be left always, okay, students. So it will be C, T, E, P and I, these 5 will be left, okay. So if you have already selected this one, so let's say 2C2, you have done it, you have selected the 1A, 1C1, and you have selected the 1L. So eventually you will be left with to select 2 letters, okay, from these 5 letters. So it will be 5C2 for them, okay. So 5C2, that will be 10 ways, okay. That's how you're going to solve this selections question, okay. Hope students get this. You will have to select the combination, solve the combinations question like this, students, by saying 5C2, that out of these 5 any 2 can be coming T or E or C or P, because the remaining 4 are these, okay. Or you can make like this example, that this was R, A and L you have selected, you have to just get 2 more on this, okay. Next will be, I can change and I can say, because this is complete requirement 2 R's, and you can say I can take both of them, 2 L's and 2 A's as well, okay. I'm taking all of them. So this will mean that the requirement is already met here, because it is at least 1, and at least means you can use more than 1, okay. At least means you can go for more as well. So you can say it will be R, A, L and L, and arrangement doesn't matter because it's a combinations question. So it will be that you are going to go for 5C, because you have selected all of them, so you don't have to do any of them, and it is going to be 5C0, okay. You don't have to select any of them from here. So from 5C0 you will be getting one way possible only, that this is possible in the one way only, okay, because you don't have to select anything from there, okay. The next will be 2 R's, 2 A's and 2 L's done. After this, think more about it. So I'm expecting we can get 2 R's, 2 A's as well, and only 1 L, okay. So you can get 2 R's, 2 A's and 1 L only. So this will become R, A and 1L, and the last one will be can be from any one of this, so that will be 5C1. okay, the last of them, because you're selecting 5 now and we need to make 6, so 5C1 will be 5 ways possible, students. That will be the case. And similarly, only one more requirement is possible, that 2 R's 2 A's, sorry, 2 R's 1A and 2L you take both of the L's. So that's how you can get again that R will because R is because the question says the requirement both R's need to be taken, but A and L you can choose. okay, so R 1A both L and then one left, so again it will be 5C1 for the requirement that any of the C, T, E, P, I you can choose any one from them. So it will be 5C1 again, 5 ways. okay, and here we go, the final answer will be 10 plus 1 plus 5 ways plus 5 ways, so it will be 21 ways to get to the final answer, students. And that is why how you will solve this question. The azan is going on, so we'll stop here and continue from this lecture. okay, so hope everyone gets this. This is 21 ways. Part A, B and C is done in a nutshell. okay.